We are back with lesson 20. We're doing lines 867 to 871. Aeneas has just inquired of his father, Anchises, who the young man he sees accompanying the elder Marcellus is. And now Anchises is going to answer him with much sorrow that it is the younger Marcellus. Tum pater Anchises lacrimis ingressus obortis, o natingentem luctum ne quaere tuorum. Then Father Anchises, that's your subject, and you says ingressus, literally entered, but began, is the idea here. Lacrimis obortis, with tears rising up. Ablative absolute. O son, nequaere, do not ask, do not seek the great sorrow of your, and this means your people. So, O son, this is vocative. Nequaere, the poetic way of saying the negative imperative. Usually we'd say noli quaerere, but this is nequaere in poetry. Do not seek the great sorrow, the great grief, tuorum, of your people, tuorum. Ostendent terri sunc tantum fata nec ultra esse sinent. The fates, subject, ostendent, will show. Hunc, this man, and now that means the young Marcellus, terris, to the lands, to the earth, or to the world is what it means, tantum, only for a short time, only so much. The fates will show this one to the world only for a short time, tantum, nec, and not, and will not allow. Sinent is allow, sino sinere, these are both futures by the way, and will not allow, and you got to put in eum, him, esse, to be, or to exist, ultra, longer, meaning he's going to die young. The fates will show this one only for a short time to the world, and not allow him to exist longer. Nimium vobis Romana propago, visa potens superi, propriaexi dona fuissent. Romana propago, the Roman offspring, or the Roman race. Visa, and you got to put visa essent, would have seemed, with visa, would have seemed nimium potens, too powerful would the Roman race have seemed vobis, to you. And who does that vobis refer to? It's given right down here, superi, the gods. And now this is vocative. He's addressing the gods. Addressing them, they're not actually there, so this is an, well, I guess the gods are everywhere, but it's kind of type of anastrophe, I think. The Roman race would have seemed too powerful to you, O gods, if these gifts, meaning the life of Marcellus, I'm assuming, if these gifts would have been, pluperfect subjunctive, propria, long-lasting or secure or their own. And the idea of propria is that it goes on for a long time. But in contrast, Marcellus died early, so the gifts of Marcellus were not secure for the Romans, if they would have been secure. This is a conditional statement here. That's why we're using the subjunctives. This word propria was also used when Aeolus was being bribed by Juno for the nymph Deiopeia, and she said that Juno said that she was going to make Deiopeia Aeolus's own, and she used this word propria, meaning for a long time. was going to belong to him. So that word was used in that context also. One more time, the Roman race would have seemed, this is from video, videre, in the passive we translate it seemed often, or was seen, but seemed is acceptable. The Roman race would have seemed too powerful for you, O gods, if these gifts had been secure. I'll go ahead and read the Latin one more time. Tum pater anchises lacrimis ingressus obortis, o natingentem luctum ne quaeretuorum, ostendent terris unc tantum fata nec utra, esse sinent nimium vobis Romana popago visa potens superi propriae si dona fuissent.